everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making donuts. So thanks to the Mud Hustler and his awesome recipes, I'm going to share with you today how I make his chocolate donuts, and also I'm going to make a batch of pumpkin donuts as well. So it's super simple. I'm going to grab a couple of bowls here. All this recipe calls for is 1 cup of the Kodiak power cakes, and if you haven't used those before, they look just like this. So we're going to use 1 cup of the chocolate Kodiak cake mix, and this is the dark chocolate one. So we're just going to pour out 1 cup of that. Oh, and it has chocolate chips too. So we've got that in. Going to measure out the pumpkin flax. And if you like those fall donuts from the apple orchard, you're gonna totally love these. So 1 cup of this. Pop that in there. I'm gonna set this aside, get this out of the way. So we have 1 cup of the mix in each of our bowls here. 1 chocolate, 1 pumpkin. And then I've already pre-measured out 3/4 of a cup of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in. Give that a little stir. And the mix does come together pretty quickly. So you can see it just looks like this. So we're gonna do the same thing with the pumpkin, which I think I have a little hole in my bag of the pumpkin. Maybe that's why I had that in the baggie. So go ahead and give this a stir. And get this mixed up. This one's all set. I'm gonna grab my baking pans for you. Okay, and what I have here are the Wilton donut pans. These are this is the brand that I found on Amazon. I think I paid like $12.99 for the set, so definitely if you've not tried this recipe or you don't have these pans, go buy some. So we're gonna give those a quick little spray with the cooking spray. And then we're gonna start to spoon in the batter into the molds. Now I used to be really careful and just spoon them in, but I find it easier just to dump it in. So if you're in a hurry like me and you just want to eat the donuts, then just spoon it in there. It'll be just fine. Scrape off the little piece there. You can see I just kind of scraped it off a little bit. Gonna go ahead and fill the rest of these. Now, if you have made the donut recipe before, please comment below and let me know what you've made, what flavor you've made, and what you think of them. Because I absolutely adore these donuts. Now, if you get a little overzealous like I do, and your last donut is a little bit thin, just go ahead and steal a little bit from the other ones until you even it out. Either way, they're gonna rise a little bit, so they'll turn out just fine. All right, that looks pretty good. This one's got a little more in it. We're gonna switch that over here. Because I don't know about you, but I don't wanna have to count the points for a donut, and it's not gonna be a full donut, so try to get them as even as possible. Okay, so we've got our chocolate ones done. Now we're going to get our pumpkin ones done. Now, the best thing about these donuts are the fact that they are only 2 SmartPoints each. Yes, folks, you heard that right, 2 SmartPoints. So go out, buy yourself some donut pans, get yourself some Kodiak cake mix, and start making some donuts. Now, I'm trying to decide which ones I like better. I've made the chocolate, I've made the pumpkin. They also have a cinnamon, I think it's a cinnamon oats one. Now the trick with the cinnamon oats one is that it definitely has oat pieces in it. So if you get that one, you definitely want to throw that in either your food processor or your blender. I think I even used my magic bullet once and threw it in there just to kind of grind it up a little bit. Otherwise it's got some kind of I know it's got a funky texture, and I don't know about you, but I really don't want my donuts to have some funky texture. I want to be able to enjoy them and be super excited that I can have donuts again. So a couple of options for you. Once these donuts are done, I'm going to put those in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. And then once they're done, I'm going to let them cool off, and I'll take a couple of pictures along the way. And if you like your donuts frosted, go out and buy yourself a can, just a regular can of cake frosting, and measure out a teaspoon. Not sure what the calculations are. I'll try to calculate that and insert that here into the video. But 1 teaspoon is more than enough frosting for these donuts. And let me tell you, a game changer. Throw some frosting on it because you'll love it. So now we're going to give these an opportunity to cool, and I think this is the hardest part about making the donuts. It's because you have to smell them in your kitchen and wait until they cool off so that you can get your hands on one. So we're going to let these cool off, and I will show you the final product when they're done.